Jason Wise, and this is my wife Kristen, and we started the Demand Project because we heard a story several years ago that tugged at our hearts and prompted us into action.
A dad had raped his 2-year-old little girl, videotaped the rape, and then downloaded it onto the internet. That was horrific enough as it was, but then we found out that thousands of people logged on to watch the rape. They didn't want to help the little girl, they liked watching the abuse of the little girl. That set us on a path to find out what this is, who was doing it, and how we as a couple could make it stop.
We felt that we had to have a more proactive approach than what we had seen in other organizations. And so that's when we really felt that it was our time to start an organization that focused on 3 different areas, not just sex trafficking and child pornography, but also the online enticement of minors. And we focus specifically on those areas because they're the most, in our opinion, the most heinous crimes that can be committed against children.
Well, we address the crimes through prevention, prosecution, rescue, and restoration. The prevention and prosecution is more proactive, and then the rescue restoration is more reactive.
We felt that prevention has to be a key pillar of what we talk about and communicate, because we feel that equipping and empowering and educating the community to stay safe is very needed in this fight, because if we can stop people from even becoming a victim, we've done our job as an organization. And with the prosecution side, we feel that law enforcement plays a key role in fighting these crimes. So we felt that it was necessary to support their efforts in any way that we can. So we have formed strategic alliances with key law enforcement members, and we support them financially with money that we raise, and we target it specifically to these 3 crimes.
We also see a need for reactive programs in our organization. So we focus on rescue and restoration. With the rescue, we work with law enforcement, families of victims of human trafficking, and the community in helping to rescue victims of sex trafficking and getting them to a safe location. And with the restoration side of it, we want to take victims of human trafficking and wrap resources around them so they can go from victim to survivors.
You hear about sex trafficking a lot. I know it's in the media a lot and people are talking about it. But until you put a real face to it and you understand how big the problem is, you really don't understand how many people are affected by it. And just to put a statistic on it, at least 100,000 American children each year are lured into commercial sex trafficking. That's an alarming statistic, and that's just in America alone. A lot of people think that this is just overseas, but that is just in America. And we felt that just awareness alone wasn't gonna address this the way that it needed to be addressed. So that's why we focus on the demand.
Everywhere we go, if we can see what's going on, and if we can do something about it as a community, I believe that we can make a difference.
One of my favorite quotes is from Martin Luther King, and he says that never, never be afraid to do what's right, especially when the well-being of a child is at stake. Society's punishments are small compared to the wounds that we inflict on our soul when we look the other way. And that's not what we're doing at the Demand Project.
The standard that you want passed is the standard that you accept. At the Demand Project, we're proactive and reactive. We need the community to come together to make a difference in stopping predators and protecting children.
Not only are we the founders of the Demand Project, but we're parents, and we're grateful that this organization allows other people to get involved to make an impact in their own backyard. So if you want to make an impact and learn more on how you can get involved, go to thedemandproject.org now.
Thank you in advance for getting involved.